Greetings and welcome everyone to Element4l. Element4l is this sort of puzzle game, but it's sort of wearing the skin of a platformer. So basically it's just a puzzle game which has killed a platformer and is now wearing the skin of that platformer and is now is trying to pretend to be a platformer, but it's not a platformer, guys. It's just trying to trick you. But I see through its disguise. It ain't gonna get the best of me. But anyway, let's begin the game, shall we? So, you have 4 elements at your disposal. You can use them by pressing W, A, S, and D, or by pressing up, down, left, and right on the arrow keys. And that will allow you to change what element you are. Element4l. You see what they've done there? 4 elements? 4 buttons? Oh, clever bastards. I know. So, you have to use these 4 elements to solve puzzles. Like up ahead, we will have to turn into a bubble in order to float up to the... that was actually a little too soon for the bubble to be there. Okay, whoops, I messed that up badly. I should probably restart it. You know what? I am restarting it. There we go. Okay, so now you can restart the level. I think it's the level by just pressing R. So if you press R, it will restart, and that's how it's... Wow! Okay, so I just turned into the fire there, which is very explosive. If it touches the ground, you will explode and die. There is no way to just move left and right like in a platformer that you would normally play. Like, you can't just press right on the arrow keys and go right, and you can't just hold left and go left. You can't do any of that. You have to use these elements and the environments in order to advance through the world. Here you go. See, and now to move left, we just have to use momentum and the physics of the game in order to move us through the level. There we go. So now we've got to catch this little cart here, and this level I'm actually stuck on. So this is going to be fun to watch me fail. Oh shit, I didn't. Okay, so yeah, I'm actually not stuck on that section. It was just I had a bad start. Basically, what you have to do here is you have to use the physics in order to move the cart forward in order for it to gain enough momentum so we can go over this little incline here. Also, you got to make sure you're the ice cube because the rock is heavier than the ice cube, so you want to make sure you're light enough for it to go over, and there's a lot of physics-based related stuff and like that. So it's wow, the cart just killed me. The cart just killed me. Wow, what a dick. So let's just try that again. So we have to push the cart down as we go along. There we go. Now swap back to the ice cube, and now we should just jump over it. We made it. Okay, there we go. So that's what the puzzles are in this game. They're very physics-based, basically. So you want to make sure that you have an understanding of how the physics work in the game in order to, you know, actually solve the puzzles. Because if you don't, you will have a hard time. But the game does do a very nice job of explaining it to you through the level design.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day.
And oh man, just looking at that and the whole thing, it was just, oh man, this game is just, oh, it is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. They have a very nice sort of art style, which is really cutesy, and it's kind of deceiving as well because it looks so cute, and you're like, oh, little cute baby game, little game for babies, right? No, this game is evil. It is devilishly evil because it will be so damn tough at times, and it's just like, fucking what? I swear to God, this game must have been made by Satan or at least one of his accomplices because of how difficult this game can be at times. Oh my god, no, the physics! I forgot I was the rocks and now I'm being sent back. Oh dear. Let's restart this. Okay, there we go. So now we can use the flame one to propel us forward so we can get a moving start. So that's a nice way to move to the right. You can't actually do that to the left, so that's kind of interesting how you just can't move to the left at all. So you can't do any of the can't just walk in one direction. You got to use the actual physics, and you also can't just repeatedly spam transformations in order to move. So you can see here, if we just use the same if we just change elements a lot, we will get this little circle thing around us, and then it will turn red, and then a sound effect will play telling us that we can't use it, and that's to prevent us from just abusing it and going, you know, out of space and all that jazz. And it's kind of interesting. So it does limit what you can and cannot do. So that's pretty cool. I like that. It does put a limit on you, so you can't go insane, which is, you know, neat. As far as controls are concerned, it's controls really well. It is mostly just physics based, so thankfully the physics work pretty much relatively well most of the time. There are some times though where the physics seem kind of random, like you'll go up this like loop and then you'll not gain enough speed, and then you'll do the exact same thing, like identical, and you won't even know what the hell is going on, and you don't know why you failed once when you succeed doing it the exact same way the next time, because it just seems kind of random with how some of it's done. So that's a bit strange, since you have to do like the puzzle things, and it's like this game and puzzles are really weird because it's not difficult to solve the puzzle. Like, you know what you're supposed to do, but you just don't know how to do it. Like, oh, to get over here I have to turn into this cube and then float up there, but then like when you try that in the game it doesn't work, and then you wonder, oh, that must not be it. But in reality, that was the way to do it. You just didn't get a lucky draw, so your solution to that puzzle didn't work because of just randomness, which can be really annoying when you try something, you think it doesn't work, and so you try something else out repeatedly, and then it turns out you go back to the first idea, and I was like, oh, that was actually the way I was supposed to do it. Also, this is the section I'm stuck on. I have no idea how I'm supposed to do it, so, yeah, okay, so Element4l is a puzzle game, platformer game. It's very interesting, and it's got a very nice art style, and I have no idea what I'm doing here. So this is my problem, okay? So this seems to be like the most difficult section in the game I've played so far. So this is like 7 levels before the end, and this is just a massive difficulty spike for me. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. There is an easy mode that you can select in the options to make stuff easier for you, so you can have more checkpoints and stuff like that. But I don't want to pick that shit. I'm a man. Real men don't play on easy. Well, I mean, you can if you want, but still, I'm just not going to pick it because I'm stubborn as shit. So I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here, because it just seems kind of weird. So hopefully you guys can actually help me out here, because I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just really confusing me right now. So anyway, let's just exit here. So let's just main menu, there we go. Okay, so as far as options are concerned, it doesn't have that many at all. It does have a high and low graphical settings when you start the game up, but that's it. So yeah, and you can also choose, this is too hard for me, easy mode equals more checkpoints and faster energy reload. So yeah, that's cool. So let's click race mode. Now race mode is actually kind of interesting. You get rated on your performance during a level with the amount, with either a bronze star, a gold star, or a silver star. And the faster you go, the more stuff you collect, the higher your score, or sorry, the higher score, you know. You get a gold instead of a silver and all that jazz. So that's kind of cool. So you have this race mode where you can actually see your ghost as well, so you can compete against yourself. And I also believe there are online leaderboards as well, so you can compete against your friends and other random people and stuff like that. So it's really cool how they've done that as well. So there is quite a bit of replayability here. It is a bit of a score attack game, kind of. So here is a nice example of the game and using its elements right off the bat. So this is the first level, and this is to introduce you to the game's mechanics. So you saw there, it just we were about to hit the ceiling when we started floating, and then we used the rock to go down, and that's because the rock is heavier than all the other ones. So that's good. And this right here, that will instantly regenerate your energy, and this right here will turn the ice cube into like water or something. And you can also bounce off of walls with the fireball. So it does a really nice job of introducing the game's elements right away to you in the first level, which is really useful. And it also shows here that you can, the rock, because of how much heavier he is, can break certain things, like that area down here. So let's just actually get some momentum down so we can actually do it. Hold on, I'm nearly done. No, nearly got it. 1 second. There we go. Done. Simple as that. So what is that? What score was that? I didn't get to see my score. Damn it! I want to see. I think that was a silver. Yeah, it was still a silver. Okay, it looked kind of gold, Maybe I'm just gone mad, but whatever. So, yeah, that's really cool. So now let's go back to this section. So there are 4 sections of the game. There's willpower, there's mind, and I believe heart, and then there's also another one which I don't yet know the name of, but you are basically this character that's walking around trying to just beat the level, and I'm not 100% sure why. There is a narrator of sorts, I suppose. There will be text on screen that will appear, so let's just start it again. Oh, actually no, it's in the story mode that it appears, not in the races, so let's just continue here. If you exit out of a game and come back, you won't restart where you last left off, so make sure you beat a level before you end. So you see here it's saying, hey, wait for me, hey, wait for me, in regards to this little cart here that we're trying to catch. They don't explain who this is, like, at all. And I asked a friend of mine who's finished the game if they explain to you at the end of the game if they explain who he is, and no, they don't even mention him. And that's kind of ridiculous to me, because it's like there's always these words appearing next to you, making these funny remarks and all of that, and they never explain who he is, and it's really weird that they don't even bother to say who it is. And now you might be thinking, oh well, obviously it's going to be the character in the card, or the character that we're playing as, because sometimes it's like, I've got to catch this one, but other times it's like, let's get some speed, so it's referring to 2 people, so I have to wonder, so it's like, who is it, who is talking? Is it the character, and is he referring to me, or is he the narrator, or it's like, it doesn't explain what the hell's going on in regards to who is talking with the text. Like, it doesn't say, like, oh, it's the character and he's talking to us. It's just like, it doesn't mention it at all. So it's really weird. Like, I have no idea who the hell they're talking to. It's like, you talking to me? You talking to me? There's no one else here. You must be talking to me. But this game is really cool. It is very fun. I really do like how it's got the elements, and it's a puzzle game, but wearing the skin of a platformer and all that jazz. And it's just, oh, it is beautiful as well. The art in the game is very, very simple, but so beautiful as well. Like, it's got a lot of blacks and a lot of basic colors and very basic shapes. And that's really interesting how they've managed to make it look so cool with such minimal, like, design. I really like it. So it leaves a lot to the imagination, and that's really cool. So it's just, oh, it's cool. And also, I just love how cute the character is. Like, even when he's like fire, and he looks like he's supposed to be, like, you know, fire, it's badass, or it's evil, or it's like, and then it's just look at his face, it's like, oh, it's so cute. I don't know, I'm weird, I know that, but I just find it freaking adorable as fuck that this thing that, like, fire, which is commonly associated with badass things or evil stuff, has this cute little baby face. Oh, look at the cute little baby face. It's so cute. I love it. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing in that section that I told you about, and Element4l is actually really cool physics-based puzzle platformer sort of thing, and it's available on Steam right now. So if you're interested in picking this game up, you can do so on Steam. So be sure to do that if you like it, which I recommend you should pick it up. The estimated time to beat the game is about 6 hours to beat, but there's also a race mode, so you can replay all of the races. So there's 16 levels. So there's 16 levels, and each of them you can gold rank, and each of them have 2 collectibles that you can collect. So you can do all of that, and I'm sure that will make it last a lot longer, like probably like 20 hours or something ridiculous like that. So there is a lot of value in here if you're a bit of a completionist or whatever. And so yeah, it's got quite a bit of content. It's very cool. I recommend it. I give it a 26 out of cool. So thank you for sticking around, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my first impressions of Element4l, and GG.